I'm a bad bitch, yeah. You know I'm that bitch, can't get off of this dick, yeah. I am that bitch, nah. You know I'm that bitch, yeah. I am that bitch, yeah. You know I'm that bitch, I am that bitch.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to That Bitch Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube if you're listening on one of the platforms like Anchor, Spotify, or Apple. Make sure you rate 5 stars and leave a review. So let's get right into this episode. Today might be a little short one. Oh god, my life lately has been very, very freaking busy, to say the least. I feel like I haven't seen any of my friends in a while, just from like working, going to the gym, trying to sleep. I had the shittiest sleeps this past week. I don't know if it's just me or if we're in retrograde or something again with frickin' Mars or whatever, but fuck my life is all I gotta say. Not a great time. And then this week is super busy. I did so much shit today. I had to get an oil change. I had to pay for my policy package for my vehicle, take the dogs to the vet to get their vaccines, and tomorrow my vehicle has to get fixed because I got a frickin' service light on for my parking brake. Cool. Yeah. So, today's episode is going to be about purity rings, specifically the one I used to have, and I still have, but I don't wear it obviously. Yeah, so I used to have a purity ring. I'm not sure if anybody else knows that. Some people that I went to high school with knew that, which was why, like, guys made fun of me because I had it, which is stupid, honestly. But whatever. Guys are dumb too. No offense. Anyways, so the story behind this purity ring, I'm not sure if you guys can see it on video, but I actually asked for this purity ring in grade 9. I asked my mom for it for Christmas. Yeah, maybe I wanted it because I just didn't want to have sex throughout high school. I think it's because in society they try to shame females, right? If they have sex and all that, and they're like, you don't want to get pregnant, you don't want to be a teen mom and all this crap, yet they make a freaking TV show called Teen Mom and it's still going on. And those people are rich as fuck. But yeah, I think that's kind of why I wanted this purity ring, was so I knew that, like, oh, I'm not going to have sex because I have a purity ring. That was, like, my excuse, right? And I was very innocent. Yeah. I mean, I was innocent all throughout high school. Yes, I wheeled a lot, as in I was hanging out with lots of dudes. And I did make out with a lot of guys, but I never slept with anybody until after I graduated high school. Then I lost my virginity to my one serious boyfriend on Canada Day. Woohoo. Yes. But I will read to you all what my purity ring says actually on it. It says, "Today I promise I will wait, agreeing to stay pure, because I know God loves me and His blessing is in store." Yeah. So, I guess it's a nice little message, but I took this ring off in grade 11 because I was over it and I didn't like how I was constantly getting, like, bullied and picked on for it, which is really stupid for people to do that. But yeah, that's how high school is for you. I mean, I guess elementary school, there's bullying as well. I was bullied in elementary and in high school. Woohoo. Fucking fantastic. Yeah. For me, I took it off, yeah, because I didn't want to get bullied anymore, but then I also kind of was like, well, I don't even really believe in God, so why am I wearing the ring as well? But I think I just kind of used it for, like, maybe like a shield to protect myself from that situation. I really don't like how schools, especially Catholic schools, it's like they shame females, and I guess males, but mainly females, about, like, not having sex. Don't have sex because you'll get pregnant, or don't have sex because you're gonna get an STI. And it's just like, that's all they tell you. They don't tell you how to have safe sex, or that you should have safe sex if you were going to have safe sex. Like, if you're gonna have sex, they need to tell you what you should be doing in case something happens. Not just show you a bunch of disgusting photos on a projector for you to look disgusted. Like, no, it's not something people need to do. Like, come on. I really hope sex education now is changed, but I fucking doubt it. Especially in the Catholic school system. I'm not sure what it's like in the public school, but yeah. I don't know. I just wish they wouldn't shame people anymore for, like, embracing their sexuality and wanting to have sex. But students, young teens, need to be fully educated on, yes, what can happen if you have sex, but what you should do to protect yourself. Especially for STIs, because there are some of them that you actually live with for the rest of your life that you can't get rid of, which is really, really crappy. And luckily for me, I have never had an STI. Knock on wood. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much of a bigger story for my purity ring. I don't know. I like it. I think it still... Oh yeah, it still fits. My fingers haven't gotten super fat. If anybody wants a purity ring, I got one for you. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it served its purpose. I didn't have sex in high school. And didn't get pregnant in high school. And I still haven't gotten pregnant. Thank God. Knock on wood again. Okay. So now let's change the topic a little bit. Because that's kind of all I had to say about my purity ring. Because what else is there to say, to be honest? Yeah. I am going to talk about my past weekend. I bet you half the people who are listening to this probably watch Love is Blind. And I just want to say something about it. I mean, I did watch it. I loved it. But goddamn, if any of you were, like, watching closely to the shit that Shake was saying about Deepti, I felt so bad for her, but I was so proud of her when she left that motherfucker at the altar, because he was an absolute piece of shit. And if you watched the reunion, fucking great. Especially when Vanessa fucking reamed out Shake like no other. And then Nick also, Nick Lachey, Vanessa Lachey, married, obviously, when he also was calling Shake out for his shit. And so were all the guys and the girls that were there, sitting there on the couch. But then, what is it, her name? Shayna? Shayna. She a little nutcase. Also, like, is she blind? She was always squinting every time she was looking at anybody. That made no sense whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna go on a TV show that you know you're either going to be getting engaged, married, you're going there to find love, go there for the right reasons. That's all I have to say. Like, the Shake guy said that, well, the show isn't really about getting married at the end or having to or really this or that. And they're like, actually, yeah, it is. Like, you know what you're fucking signing up for. That's like when I watch any other reality TV show. Like, I don't know if anybody listening watches The Bachelor or Joe Millionaire. I'm watching these shows, and it's like the first rose ceremony or the time before they get kicked off, and these girls are just like crying, or they're so upset with each other. It's like, you've only been there for either a couple days or a week. How are you this upset? Or they get jealous that some other girl is hanging out with the guy. What do you expect? You're on a goddamn TV show to find love with one specific person, and you know there are 10 to 30 other people there, females or males, and you're fighting for the person's attention. Like, calm your titties, especially at the very beginning of the whole, I guess, season or time you're there. Like, I get, near the end, yes, you could be upset. But it drives me insane when I watch some of these reality shows, and I'm like, why are you, first of all, making up lies about somebody else on the show when you know it's going to be shown to everybody, say, worldwide or nationally or whatever, you know you're going to be called out on your shit because everything that you say is getting recorded. And if you lied, it's coming out. So, I mean, I guess these shows, especially Bachelor, could make some of this shit purposely happen. But I'm just like, oh my god, when I'm talking to my mom about this shit, I'm like, these bitches. For real. I mean, yes, I would love to be on any of those shows, honestly. But if I'd be stirring the pot, it would be like calling somebody out on their crap. It's just, that's how I am. I'm a very blunt and openly honest person. But then just seeing these girls lie and act the way they do, I'm like, oh my god, where did they get these people? Or they cast these people, they're horrible, and then I'm like, why the hell did I not get cast? Like, what the shit? That drives me insane as well. Yeah. Let's see what else happened this past week. What the fuck did I do? Oh yes, I was on a game show yesterday. I sucked. I lost really fast. I was definitely not good at the certain game. The game was called Pickle. It was really hard, especially on my computer, because normally, like, the arrow buttons and every button is the same size. No, my buttons on here for the arrows are half the size of a normal button. So trying to make sure I hit those certain buttons properly was messing me the fuck up. But it is what it is. It was fun to attempt, but I definitely am not going to the finals in that one. I'm waiting to hear about me going to the finals for the Get Low game show that I was on previously, because I had won a few of the rounds and then I won overall in the one thing, and yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm hoping this coming week gets better, but who freaking knows. I still have a very busy week coming up. I got lots of stuff happening this week, and I guess it's a 4-day week, not a 5-day. But yeah, I think that's about all I gotta say. I told y'all it was gonna be a short episode. I haven't done a whole lot. Like, I haven't gone out really anywhere other than, like, the gym. I was supposed to go out this past weekend with my little sister, but then she wasn't feeling well. We were gonna go to probably Gabbo's or Eden in Regina, because they have the good music. And it's not, I mean, Gabbo's is kind of sketch, but I've been there a lot, so for me it's like, meh, it's good. I don't know. If I go to the bar, it's just honestly to dance. Because I go there and I'm already like half lit or fully lit up. Because I don't want to spend $6-7 a freaking drink when they're very, very tiny. So, yeah. I'm curious what everybody thought about my last episode. About me talking about my previous partners, boyfriends, people's penis sizes. I didn't really rate them, but it was more like, I mean, like I kind of said at the end of that episode, it goes from like a 1 to like a 7 because not really anybody was that great, to be honest. Like, if they're the 7s, that's about as best as it got. Yeah, still no orgasm. But right now, I don't understand why I have no need to have sex, and it's kind of like annoying. It's like I want to fuck, but then I know if I'm going to try to fuck, I ain't going to be wet, so what's the point? Because I'm not really going to enjoy it. So, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see, I'm going to tell y'all what I have still in my notes that I'm just going to talk about. Oh, soon I could make an episode about mixing business with pleasure. And I really want to do an episode about strap-ons, because I do have one. I've never used it, but I would like to make an episode. That would be very visual. It's definitely one you'll want to watch on YouTube. That's for sure. But yeah, that's all I got for this week's episode. Hopefully it was decent. Sorry that it was not long and there was no, like, really sexual content. Like I said, I haven't fucked anybody in a while, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm, like, debating if I should do a podcast about, like, pop culture and reality TV stuff, because I know way more about that, and because, I mean, I constantly watch reality TV and keep up with everything pop culture. But then it's like, do I have the audience for that? Trying to find the audience for that's different, that's for sure. Because I don't think any of my close friends that do listen to this podcast watch a lot of reality TV or even care about pop culture. Unlike me, I'm like addicted to watching it and knowing things about it. But yeah, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram at Serena Laternus, also at that_bitch _podcast, and Twitter is that bish podcast, and Serena Shuba. TikTok is at Serena Shuba. And yeah, in my bio, I'll also probably put the link tree, which has all of the places you can look for. I mean, every single profile I have. You can follow me on there, or if you just want to creep my shit, go right ahead. Yeah, I guess I will see you guys all in about a week and a half. Have a fantastic fucking week. I didn't drink wine tonight because I think I still gotta go to the gym. If I got energy. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll see all you guys in a week and a half because you never know what things go next. Bye, bitches.